getting to our Mom and Me yoga session here in studio in just a minute. But really, yoga is a hot thing for moms and littles to do together. It's not just a morning class for mom anymore, not just for grown-ups. Health experts believe little bodies and minds can benefit too. Take a look.
So we're going to start by popping our toes.
Lots of little piggies popping here at Pilates Revolution and Fitness.
Stay in your down dog.
In this world, we have our kids that are involved in dance and in sports and all these different things that really makes them tired. But yoga is something that helps them to calm down.
My little Van has lots of energy. Sometimes it's hard for him to focus, and they make it really fun.
Good job.
Yoga is fun with musical mats and tree poses, but it also improves their concentration without the stress of competition. Instructors say it's great for children who avoid other activities for fear of underperforming.
They can just come and learn to build self-confidence and have a good, positive self-image.
Look at you, little Yogi Bear.
Pediatric occupational therapist and certified yoga instructor Michelle Amison says the research supports what she's seeing in her little yogi patients.
A 2013 study that came out of California found that children that did yoga had better participation in school. They showed less signs of stress.
They also showed signs of better emotional balance.
So that's huge.
Michelle says yoga helps children in 5 main areas: having fun, teaching body awareness.
It teaches them how to move their body. It can be great for sports and other activities to help with that coordination.
Increasing physical strength and flexibility. It's a stress reliever, emphasis placed on deep breathing, and they learn the connection between their mind and body.
Okay, now we're going to go down and we're going to do our up dog.
Look at those cute little bodies bending and toes at work. Primary Children's Hospital is actually starting a yoga program at its Taylorsville clinic due to those benefits that we discussed. And if you can't find a kids yoga class near you, you might want to try a few poses, Mom and Me poses with your kids at home. We've got some moves to get you started. Emily Perry is a friend of the show and yoga instructor, co-director of yoga studies at Utah State University. She's here to show you yoga poses you can do with your kids. And we've got some great moms and kids here in studio who are going to allow us to learn along with them. Let's see if I can do names. We've got Max, who's ready for his nap, right?
Yes.
He's good to go. We've got Jessica and Brinley here. We've got Trisha and cute little Boston, and Jessica and Lex rounding us out down on the end. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thank you.
Emily, really, we heard about the benefits, but there's a fun factor at work here too.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime anytime I roll out my mat, this one is on the mat. It's just such a great way to interact with your kids. So I would say the first thing is to just kind of go with the flow and let it happen how it happens. But of course, we have a little bit of structure. We'll try to introduce some moves, but then we'll just kind of see what happens.
Yeah, well, we better get going because Boston's ready to make a run
He's
for
ready.
it. I can see it in his eyes.
Great. So we're going to start standing.
Okay.
So we're already ready. This one might be around,
That's okay.
but we'll just see. So
and
stand.
in my state, I'll observe if that's okay. This body isn't bending much these days, so
Perfect.
go. I'm cheering you on.
So stand tall like a mountain. We're going to stand with our chest lifted, our throat open, and just be really quiet and tall like a mountain.
Look how tall Brinley is.
So beautiful. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pretend like we're a tree. So take one leg and balance, and you can put it on the inside of your lower leg, or you can even go really high and try to put it all the way up to your inner thigh.
I want to see Lex be a tree. Can Lex be a tree?
Do you remember how to be a tree? And then if you want, you can hold your hands out and we could actually make a forest.
Oh.
So moms or kids can hold hands.
Hands out.
And make a little forest. Do you want to come up here and I can hold you in our tree? And then what we're going to do as trees is we're going to shake our leaves off. So
Like
start to
this?
shake, and you can take your foot down, and then we'll start to shake, 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 shake all around.
So how are you adjusting the movements, Emily, with the kids considered?
Well, we don't usually do a lot of shaking in yoga.
I was going to say, I don't remember a shimmy the last yoga class I attended.
We do, but with kids, it's really nice to shake things out and they get
Okay.
their wiggles out. So shake, shake, shake like you're shaking the leaves off your tree.
So there's our shaking tree
And
pose. What's next?
I've got a monkey in my tree.
You do.
So now we're going to come onto our hands and knees, and we're going to do some animal shapes. So come onto our hands and knees. This is Max's favorite
Your monkey's along
part.
for the ride.
He's going to stay with me, and we're going to make a cow shape. So sometimes cows have kind of a curved back. So we're going to arch the back, and you can even move if you want
I was going to say, do we make sounds in Mommy and Me yoga?
We do make some sounds in Mommy
Moms,
and Baby
you're
yoga.
off the hook. Don't worry. I won't make you do
if
that.
you want to. And then we're going to make a scared cat shape. So round your spine. Max, do you remember how to do it?
Brinley looks just like a cat.
And then we're
Lex,
going
good
to
job.
arch, and you can go back and forth. This is so good for creating suppleness in the spine and the hips and the shoulders.
Even in
it's
their young bodies that are already
it's
bendy and flexible.
Very, very
Okay.
good. It's important to just keep a lot of mobility. So now, after a couple of those, we're going to come all the way down onto our tummies. So can you come all the way onto your tummy? I'm going to have to smash you. You're going to have to roll over with Mommy and do this. Okay. And now on our tummies, we're going to keep the tops of our feet down. And for moms to keep our back safe, we're going to push the tops of our feet down so that our legs are firm.
Okay.
And then just gently press up, and you can come up a little higher. But what kind of animal does this look like? You can make up your own.
What animal, Brinley, do you think this looks like?
This is kind of like a snake.
Do you think
So
a
you
snake?
could go, and you can make some snake sounds.
Boston, can you make a snake sound?
You can make some snake sounds, and you can
He's
come
so
down.
cute. He could do anything.
And do one more snake and press up. Good. And then we're going to push back up onto our hands and knees. And now we're going to pretend to be a doggy.
Oh, a dog.
So curl your toes under.
Max, do you like dogs?
He does
got
a
a cute one in your
beautiful
hand.
downward facing dog, but he's not going to do it. And then lift your hips back and up. Sometimes we see dogs stretch like this, and they like to
Ooh,
put
and Lex
their
even has his
tails
tongue out. He is in full character.
And you
I
can,
love
yes, you can put your tongue out and reach back and really stretch your spine. This is so good for your back and your shoulders. And then we're gonna come all the way back down to our knees, and we're gonna pretend like we're little mouses now. So we're just gonna reach our hips all the way back to our heels.
All these animals.
And then rest the forehead down onto the floor. Your turkey. And then you can be as quiet as a mouse, or if you want, you can make a little squeak if you want to.
Do you squeak as a mouse, Brinley?
That's good.
Little squeak.
That's
I heard
good.
it. I think I heard it.
Okay, and then we can sit up. And then one thing that's really nice, even though kids are really wiggly,
Yeah.
it's nice to just bring a little awareness to their bodies and to their breath. So you can have them put one hand on their belly and just have them notice, and one hand on their heart. And notice how it moves when you're breathing. You can kind of feel
the
your
belly
own
goes up and
breath.
down.
Yeah, your belly goes up and down.
Let me ask
So
you, as
it's
more
nice.
research comes out on the benefit of yoga for kids, does that surprise you as someone who works in the industry and knows personally?
that it's coming out. You
Yeah,
know,
that
it
the benefits
doesn't-
are being more well known and discovered.
I think it's wonderful because I think that the parents are recognizing the value in it, and so then they want to share that with their children. You know,
Nice.
it has so many benefits aside from the obvious physical benefits. There's so many mental benefits and dealing with emotion and things
Right.
like that. So I think it's wonderful that it's starting to spread to the children. I think it's natural that parents want to share that
Well,
with them.
thank you for
So-
inspiring us to do that in the comfort of our living room. I hope you were having fun along with us. Do we need to wave to Grandma and Grandpas at home who might be watching? I think we do.
Yes!
Everyone say
You
hi
better wave.
to Grandma and Grandpa.
Say hi, Grandma.
Thanks,
Hi,
you guys. That
Nana.
was so fun. Thanks for letting me watch and letting the rest of us learn along.